Good morning, sunshines. Hello, hello, hello. Happy January 7th. If you're watching this on January 7th, because if you're not watching on January 7th and you're watching on March 5th, happy March 5th. Yay! As you guys jump on, you are getting the flow of this. Say good morning, sunshine, and hashtag GMS. I just want to shout out real quick Erin, who told me about a service where I could go live on like multiple formats at the same time. And I just didn't do anything about it. But Erin, I finally did. Look at this, how good we are. So at least for YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I can't figure out Instagram because StreamYard doesn't go to Instagram. So if y'all have solutions, you just share it with me. Good morning, sunshines. Say good morning, sunshine, hashtag GMS. Let me know that you're here. And then go ahead and share something that you are grateful for today. Whether you watch Good Morning Sunshine on a regular basis or not, maybe you just watch the first 30 seconds and you hop off. I hope that the one thing that you get out of it is that continuous gratitude, daily gratitude can completely change your life. Oh, my big boy is up! Birthday boy! So today I'm grateful for Quincy Scott Carroll, who is turning he is 3 years old. He was born at 2:33 a.m. last morning, whatever, hours ago, right? Just 3 years ago. So I'm so grateful for the joy and the youth and all of the different things he's brought to our life, to our family. Could not be more excited about, oh no, big boy, about everything. No, you sit down. Everything that he's brought to our world, which is going to be part of our conversation today. Good morning, Lynette. How are you, my beauty? All right, Bunny, come on down. Come visit me. Okay, so miracle morning routine. You guys are sharing with me if you're doing your miracle morning. If we were doing our focus today is all about your personal development. What are you reading? Are you reading something? Are you studying something? What are you doing to step into your greatness? Honey, I'm doing Good Morning Sunshine. He slept like cuckoo last night, so my intention was to have him do Good Morning Sunshine today. Good morning, Don. Good morning, Allison. Good morning, Tabby. Good morning, Nikki. I was going to have him do it, but I still am going to try it later. It's just that he just woke up because he slept like caca last night. I should end and then like start over again, but I'm not going to. Good morning, Lori. Okay, good morning, Lori. It sounds like morning glory. That's so beautiful. Okay, you guys, I get this question, right? Like I tell people, like they see my babies and like, oh my gosh, like, you know, they're so cute. Make sure you just like absorb every minute of it. Like it goes by so quick. And I'm like, I know, like oh my gosh, I love this. I'm sorry. I got distracted by your guys' comments because you're so beautiful. Okay. So people would ask me that and they're like, just make sure you take advantage. It's going to go so quick. I'm like, oh no, I understand. It does go quick. I also have a 17-year-old and 15-year-old and they look at me and I always get like this kind of funny look like, okay, cool. Like that's kind of weird. So you have a 17-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a 2-year-old, now 1-year-old, and 3-year-old, right? And I get the look. And some people, actually, Relentless is such a good book, Lynette, so good. Some people actually will say, oh, do they all have the same dad? Right? Oh, do they all have the same dad? Do any of the other moms out there get that? Right? And good morning, Nicole. How are you, my beauty? And the funny thing is I've had conversations with other women, and they're and this might be you, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, right? But they're super offended by the fact that somebody asks if their kids all have the same dad. Like they're like, how dare you? The audacity for you to ask if all of my children have the same father. Like what are you to think? Like they create this story, right? We have the ability to create this story. Right? Nope, 4 dads in our house. I love it. Like they create the story around it, like why that person's like they're making assumptions about them and how that's showing up for them and what it's, what that's meaning about them, all of the different things, right? And I love that you guys are answering this, right? 2 dads, 3 moms. Yes, I want to know how many dads and moms do you have of your children? Right? I personally have 2 dads, 2 moms, right? I don't even know how many grandparents. It's all the different things, right? But for me, you guys, when I've been asked that, I know because you can choose if you want to take things personally or if you want to make assumptions or you want to write a story. I know that they're just curious. Like I don't have anything. Hi, John Carroll Dodd says, I don't have anything. I choose not to feel any certain way about it. And I just answer the questions. Like, no, it's actually the same dad, which I know is kind of a rarity because you got, kids 13 years apart, 15 years apart, however many years apart, a lot of years apart, 13 and 15, right? And it's a unique situation. 16. And the thing is that it doesn't matter. Like, there's no one answer that's a right answer. There's no having different dads or the same dad doesn't matter. I more so wanted to comment on our assumption that we make that people feel a certain way about it, right? That one is better than the other. You guys, we all know that blended families are so beautiful, right? People taking a stance for their happiness and finding the person they're truly supposed to be with, and people having brothers and I've got the brothers and the stepbrothers and the stepsisters and the half brothers. I've got all the things, and it's a beautiful, right? So don't be offended if someone asks if all the babies have the same dad. Yes, no, maybe, no. We've got 3 dads. We've got 2 moms. We've got 1 mom, 1 dad. We've got whatever, right? Whatever the answer is, they're not trying to make you feel, well, if they are trying to make you feel a certain way, remember what we talked about yesterday? It's because they're talking to themselves in the mirror. They feel a certain way about it. And who cares? How do you feel about it, right? Are you happy? All of you guys answer. Are you happy about your situation? Are you happy about the 2 baby daddies? Are you happy about the 1 dad, 1 mom, 3 sets of grandparents? Are you happy about the 1 mom, 1 dad, 3 dads, 4 moms, whatever it is, right? Because I think that we're like, some of us are so quick to be offended. Let's just not be offended. Instead, just smile about it, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love that you guys are just authentically sharing about this. So everybody, what's your family situation? I am proud, Nat says, hell yes, right? Because that situation, all of those different parents, all of the blendedness has created this beautiful family structure that you have now. And if you wouldn't have had those different partners, you wouldn't have those babies, right? And if I wouldn't have John Carroll, 16, 17 years ago, almost 18 years ago, and then another 15 or 3 years ago, right? Then I wouldn't have baby Q. Today is my little boy's birthday. And it's just cool. Okay, so that was subject number 1. Keep sharing. I love this. The next thing that I want to know is, are you the young hip mom or the old wise mom? And some of you are in the middle of the road. So if you had your babies at like 27 to 32, just say, I am perfect. Good morning, Allison. Thank you. And not that one is better than the other, but I love thinking about this because people will ask, like, I could not do it, Cal. Like, how did you start all over? How did you have babies? My first one, like, were born, right? This is my story. So Kinsey, good morning, birthday boy. Get over here. Kinsey I wasn't supposed to get pregnant because I was a gymnast, don't have periods, all the things, your system's jacked up, blah, 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 right? Kinsey ends up being this miraculous honeymoon baby. So literally she's born 9 months after our wedding. And we're like, oh, like, how do we even have a baby, right? And I'm 24 years old when I had her, 23, yeah, 24. So then Jace, 2 years later, we have to do all the drugs with to try to get pregnant, and not all the drugs, but we just had to do rounds of Clomid and all the different things. So a little bit more challenging. So then for the next, here's the truth, guys, let me just be authentic with you, right? For the next, I don't know. So you get over here, 15 years. I mentioned having babies a couple times, and we're like that ship has sailed. Like, we're almost empty nesters. We're like, no, thank you. Like, we come to grips with, like, we're going to be empty nesting, whatever. I buy the Challenger. We get rid of, like, we don't need the mom car. Like, let's just be adults. We're going to, like, our kids are going to be gone literally in 2 years. They'll both be gone. And then we had one of those moments, right? And I mean, guys, just so you know, like, pull and play, like that. I don't know, how else do you want to say that? Like, just an alternative form of birth control. It doesn't actually work all the time. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I almost just lost my tea everywhere. Okay, it's not a real form of birth control, but it was for 13, 14 years. But then what happens? Like, right? God's like, you know what? You guys have come together. Your marriage is beautiful. You're ready to start round 2 of your children. And we have this moment where 3 years and 9 months ago, I am like what's wrong with me? Like my boobs are huge, you guys. I don't have boobs. My boobs are huge. This is weird. I go to the doctor. I take pregnancy tests, even though I know I shouldn't because I haven't been pregnant for 15 years. We've done the same pull and play method for that long. Like, of course I'm not pregnant, right? I'm 38, 39, well, 38 years old at the time. And then I'm like, no, maybe 39. I don't know. Who cares, right? So then I go to the doctor. She's like, oh, maybe you should like do pregnancy tests, not pregnant. Go get a squish your boobs. What is that called? Mammogram. I go squish my boobs. Like, yeah, like those, they're really dense, but like everything's fine, whatever. And then like a week later, I'm like, this is just really weird. Like things are just off. I finally take another pregnancy test and we're like, what the what? So people want to know, were the babies planned? That one wasn't. Quincy wasn't. He was our second miracle baby, right? And then I knew as soon as we had him that I wanted him to have a playmate. Like, are any other parents like this, right? You're letting me know, are you the young hip mom or the old wise mom? Because I am both. As soon as Quincy was born, I was like, he's got to have a playmate. And I'm so happy right now watching these two boys play like madmen around each other. But John Carroll wasn't so sure. He's like, so really, like I am now going to be, how old are you going to be when Quincy graduates?
When Wayne graduates?
No, Quincy. 50, 60, almost 60. He's going to be wise and old. It's going to be so great. So he's going to be 60 when Quincy graduates. And he's like, and you want to have another one? I'm like, dude, what's 60 or 62? Like, let's just have another baby, right? So he's not sure. Quincy's 1 week old. He's 1 week old, and John's like rocking him and holding him. And he's like, okay, let's do it. Let's have another one. Right? I'm mediocre now. He says, oh, shut it. You are not mediocre. That means you're just right. Not too young, not too old, just right. So here I am, right? Just like me and John. I get to be young mom and old mom. And I tell everybody, not that I want everybody going out there getting pregnant just because I said this, but being young mom and old mom is so cool. Young mom, everything was new and fresh. I had so much energy, not that I don't have energy now, but it was so neat to be able to be young mom. And it's neat to be young mom now because my kids are like proud of me. They want me to be around their friends. They want me to hang out. Say happy birthday to the Quincy. Sit down, you don't have your pants on yet. Like it's neat to be in that stage, right? And now having the littles, knowing that I am going to be in my late 50s before they leave the house, I'm going to be such a wise old hag, you guys. It's going to be the best. So I want to just express perspective to you. Perspective on when life happens, right? Perspective on when somebody asks, are all of those babies do you have one dad? Whatever, right? Just perspective on situations. You guys is that a little bit of a freak out moment when you're about to empty nest and you end up being pregnant? Yeah, like it kind of like rocks your world for a minute. You have to just like step back and be like, okay, so like let's just think like things are going to be a little bit different. And it's beautiful. God offers us so many different opportunities for development and growth. And I feel so blessed that I can take and receive this information and then accept it with a loving heart and transform it to something even better with both babies, right? So now here I am, 42 years old, a mama of 4. I have a 1-year-old now, a 3-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 17-year-old. My daughter's about to graduate. My baby just learned to walk. My 3-year-old is batshit crazy nuts, amazing. My 15-year-old is the sweetest, kindest human. Like all of these different experiences that our family gets to have. So when God surprises you with something, I don't know what it's going to be, you guys, but take a moment to breathe and embrace how beautiful it can become. Right? Just take a moment. And I love, like, Sarah, I love your story too. Like, I mean, very similar situation, but in an adoptive situation, right? So she has 3 older babies and then she started fostering and she found 2 beautiful children that she loves. And she's adopted one and is working on the other. And she's got this huge difference right now with 4 different dads in one household and such a neat family structure. Is it stressful? Yes. It is, right? Are there new challenges? Like, am I literally, you guys, there's been times where we're throwing a party for my daughter's friends and our house is crazy. And then I have a 2-year-old wandering around. Like, it is craziness. It is pure, crazy bliss, love, excitement. It's energy. And you guys, best thing is that it just keeps me moving, keeps us young, keeps us happy, keeps us hopeful. And babies, you guys, make everything better. So that doesn't mean go get pregnant because you're like 35 years old and you're like, oh, maybe I should have another kid. That's not what I'm saying. But last lesson, like pull and play, like the method, the birth control method doesn't necessarily always work, just so you guys know. Don't worry, we're fixed now. So unless we have a vasectomy baby, we are done with having kids, because people do ask me this question. You guys, this is the topic of conversation today. As you step away from this, I want you to commit to not taking things personally, right? When somebody asks you how many dads there are, commit to not making assumptions and writing stories about other people's situations. Who the F cares? It's not your business, right? Be happy with what you were given. Explore and love on that. And then finally, just embrace young mom, old mom, middle mom. It's so beautiful. It's so perfect. Happy birthday to my baby boy, Quincy. I might be going live later on today because he now does beautifuls where he like sets this up and he sits in his chair and he's like, Mom, can we do a beautiful? And I'm going to see if he'll do a live video because that would be sweet. All right, you guys, that's all I have. Love you all. Good morning, sunshines. See you soon. Bye.